Hey guys, Jengar here. Today I have a premium review for you featuring the Japanese BF-109 E-7. This plane replaces the E3, which I hadn't reviewed yet, so we're gonna jump straight in and review this plane. We're gonna fly it out in realistic and in arcade and see how it performs and if it's worth your money. I'll see you in the match. Hey guys, so here we are in the match. We are climbing and we reached a decent altitude when we saw this IL-4 coming my way. Hit the target. Ooh yeah. Pilot snipe baby. Yeah, so we're in the Japanese E-7. It came into the place of the Japanese E3. They replaced the two planes. And I hadn't reviewed the E3 yet for the Japanese line, the premium. So I thought this might be a good opportunity to do just that. Fantastic plane, the E7. The main difference with the E3 is of course the addition of the Minengeschoss. And that's a huge difference. It makes the effective firepower of the cannons a lot more. Of course, this plane is good as a boom and zoomer and an energy fighter. It has good energy retention, good acceleration, good in a climb, it can turn decently, it has overall great maneuverability. It does have control stiffening though at the end of your dive at its top speed. But yeah, once you know that, you can adjust to it and prepare for it and just reset and make another run if an opponent, like we get our second kill there. You better reset and make another run if an opponent turns underneath you. Don't really turn after it, you'll lose a lot of speed. But it turns alright. So here we're rolling over the top and we are going for these guys. I'm showing you 3 matches today and it all lasted more than 10 minutes, so I cut out a few needless straight flying scenes and stuff like that. Here I make a mistake. Instead of turning right so that we would cross each other and he couldn't get a shot, he now gets a shot on me. And his aim isn't bad. I get a shot to the main section of the plane and to the engine. And the engine is of course the bigger problem. His friend comes to help him as well here in the Yak 1B, who makes a nice steady target for me, getting me my 3rd kill as we're going over the top again in our boom and zoom roll. So nice whip on the plane as well, and always good in these kind of maneuvers. In the vertical the plane is very good due to its climb rate and its energy retention. Very nice. There's no difference with the German model as far as I can tell. You gotta be aware though that although the cannons have Minengeschoss and have great finishing power, they are in the wing, and that makes sure you gotta keep into mind what your convergence is and fire close to that if possible. Also, you only have 120 rounds of ammo, and 120 rounds is 60 rounds per gun, and I can tell you, you go through them very quickly, and that is something to keep in mind. It does have fantastic ammo load on the MGs, 2000 rounds, 1000 rounds per gun. So what you want to do is spray the targets, find the targets with your machine guns, and if you get a good shot then use the cannons. We have 4 kills, our engines are damaged, and unfortunately in the end we almost reached the airfield. It's right across, right over there beyond this hill, but yeah. We didn't make it, so unfortunately we're gonna die. Although what is dying, right? I could walk to the airfield. Pilot, we saved the pilot, yes. And well, this is the second match, and here we have a pure showcase of a little bit of the boom and zooming this plane can do. Now again, we utilized the great climb rate on this plane to get a very good altitude, almost 5,000 meters. And then we saw the first target and we decided to dive down on our first target here, which is a Spitfire. And if people don't pay attention, you coming from a dive with your engines off, you can really surprise people in this plane. If you have the engine off and it picks up speed very, very nicely. That's one. And we have a P-40 here below us, which we are going to continue our dive after we roll a little bit to lose a little bit of speed. You don't want to hit 900 kilometers or anything. And he comes up at the last moment, not knowing whether that was an evasive maneuver from me, from my approach, or that he was doing that to change his target. Because that seems to be a stupid defensive move straight up. Don't do that. Don't do that. As for a defensive move, you don't go straight into the vertical with your full profile. People can easily kill you in such a case. So we flew a little bit back, we saw this Wellington, we thought, will this be our next target? Then we spotted the Wildcat over there and we are going for him. This match was a little quicker, I have to say. This match was 8 or 9 minutes. But again, to make the length of this video a little bit acceptable, we cut it out a few useless flying pieces. Here comes the Wildcat. He is focusing on the other guy, I think, or he is just AFK climbing, I don't know. But I'll take it. I'll take it. No problem, man. So yeah, the E-7 is a great plane in realistic battle, in which you can really dictate the terms. 3 kills in this match, 2nd place in the team with that. Now, and the rewards, of course, as this is a premium plane, are also boosted. That's always nice. With a 3 kill match we get 71,000 Silver Lions and 5,600 research points. I'll see you in the arcade match. So here we go, right into the action. We've got a P-47 coming up and we're going after him, shooting him out of the sky. We still have 83 rounds, going for our next target. We have a lot of bombers in this match, which is not good. We want to shoot down a few, preferably, if possible. That would be nice. Blenheim is our next target. We do get a hit in, but not a big hit. And we get this SB2C here, who I thought would not have the possibility to lift up to us. I guess I was a little bit too lazy there in my defense. I thought I was cool, I thought I was fine, but he hit me. We get a critical hit on him. But of course I want my kill now. But yeah, that was a nice move from him, I didn't expect that. So now we have a damaged engine. Now in general this plane doesn't take damage too nicely, I have to say. Can take some hits, but if you get damage, you're often crippled and have to go back to the airfield. In this case we're alright. We had a water leak, but nothing serious on the engine, and the effect on the wing is manageable. Although of course it doesn't want to really turn to the left very nicely anymore. I really have to force it over to the left if I want to roll to the left. And we're listing a little bit to the right, but that's no problem. Same strings. Did you see that? Yeah, we've got a fighter down there. Heinkel 112. He's climbing. He doesn't seem to be aware. And we're going for him. We're closing the gap rapidly, reaching our convergence, and there he goes. That Sunderland eluded us. Sunderland, very dirty targets. But you wanna basically hit a wing. Only in arcade it's a little bit difficult. In RB, when you hit the wing, it lists and it will probably spiral down, picking up speed and ripping itself apart. But you don't get that in the arcade. Not the planes are often controllable for a little bit longer. And in this case as well, he just completely escaped me. Now, the LA5 is rolling, but he's not doing anything else. He's just not leading enough with the cannons, need a little bit more lead. As they are low velocity 20mm guns. It's a disadvantage compared to the MG 151s. They are much better, of course, in the velocity. These are slower, thus they drop off sooner, thus you need to lead better. Give it way more a lead and you'll be fine. Now we're going for that Ju-87 up there. In the end we decided to do that. And let's see if we can get him. No we can't. No we can't, I guess not. Still the plane performs pretty nicely, even though damaged. And the cannons are still a little bit... I didn't quite get used to them yet. Otherwise my aim would be sharper. But we just flew with the MG 151s in the Focke-Wulf 190 A5U2 video that I posted a few days ago. Which was a fantastic match with a lot of defensive flying. But those guns, they have a much higher velocity and much easier to get on target. With this, like I said, you gotta lead a little bit more. Will we go for the... No, we probably not. He's diving. We've got a fighter underneath us though. Jak-1. Blenheim and the Sunderland are standing away from me. And I really don't wanna dive down that far. So I'm going for the Fury here. But in the end I see two targets that are higher on the attacker spawn. BB1 here. We get him. And we've got the AG-20. That's a little bit more dangerous, but we do get his right engine on fire. Which create a nice situation for us. A Jak-1 also here. It turns off and I cannot follow with a roll to the left due to that engine. Otherwise we would have followed and we would have been able to maneuver with us. Like I said, the E-7 is in general quite a maneuverable plane. And I think it could compete with the Jak-1 if I was in good shape. But I'm not. So we're going for the Fury here. Why not? If he wants to come in this match with a Fury, let's punish him for that. Ah, maybe he lost all his good planes and he had nothing else left. That's possible as well. Now, will he go down? That's a question. Please turn that way to check. Yeah, there he goes. And here we skip to the next target, which came out of the spawn. And he went into a climb. Bloody hell. So you saw my aiming reticle jump around there a little bit too much. That was because of the wing. I had to, because he was going to the left, and again I had to battle against my damaged wing. Not so nice. Here we go again in dive. Picks up speed very nicely. As we're getting used to this plane, and what we see here is very nice. This is definitely a premium to consider if you haven't got it already. If you had the E3, then the plane is automatically transformed into the E7. Even your kills will be converted with it. So the kills you had with the E3 will be put on the E7. which gave me some crap stats on it from when I was playing on my toaster, my other computer. We get 9 kills in this match with a 2nd place. Let's see what kind of rewards that got us. Nothing special in the reward section. 66,000 Silver Lions and 6,700 research points. 2nd place in the team. I'll see you in the conclusion. Hey guys, so here we are after the match. Now the Japanese E-7 is very nice, very similar to the German E-7, which means a plane with good climb rate, decent roll rate, good acceleration, good top speed in a dive, good top speed in general, decent energy retention. Overall great maneuverability. The plane does stiffen up a little bit at high speed, but for the rest it is quite maneuverable, very nice. Good elevator authority and all that jazz. Decent turn time as well. Very good plane, very usable as a boom and zoomer and an energy fighter. The cannons compared to the E3 have been changed, and they now have minute shot shells, which is fantastic for the finishing power, for the stopping power, which is good. But it also has only 120 rounds for both cannons, so that means 60 rounds per cannon, and you run out quite quickly. Good thing next to that is the MGs, which hold 2000 rounds, so what you want to do is save your cannon rounds for a good shot and use your machine guns for range finding and all that stuff, and try to damage the plane, then find a good shot and then finish him off with the cannons, because you run out of cannon rounds quite quickly. That's one of the only disadvantages, I have to say, in this plane, and the fact that it is rather easily susceptible to damage, let's say. It doesn't take damage too well. But other than that, it's a great plane to fly and a lot of fun. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button, become part of this community. If you are already a subscriber, don't forget to like the video, do leave me a comment, and if you really feel like helping out today, make sure to share the video with your friends and let them know about the channel.